You can be caught up later.
Alright, the rest of the party being Sapphire Shore and Alizé were able to rejoin with us. And upon being down there, we were able to get more information about the temple that was then changed to Mausoleum, because Al actually had some information on it. It turns out that the metal strands were like silk, very tough, and temperature resistant, so it will be ideal to help Alizea with interacting with people. There was also the idea of going into Mr. Wizardly's room to go and grab what was it? To go and grab any items that may be in there. Shimray volunteered, to which Alpheus asked Al, "Hey, did any divine magic give immunity to the plague?" And to which Al replied, "No," and we just stayed away from that room. We tried leaving, and after a few failed attempts, we were able to get a portal open. Then Alpheus volunteered to go first, not realizing that he didn't have any way to message the rest of the group. The rope that he tied around himself got cut. Alizea jumped through, changed form, got the whole town to start worshiping her as a goddess, basically. The rest of the party, after sending a few messages, finally came through. After much debate, which was she then was able to get a house in which Shimray, Sapphire Shore, Will, and Leon were able to stay in. Meanwhile, Alpheus and V were outside. V had an interesting encounter that the party later ran into as we traveled to get our cart and get ready for the bloodletting. A green fog invaded the surrounding area as we were traveling north near a crossroads. An ethereal voice spoke out, and these ghostly wolf apparitions, whatever, appeared around the party. We were able to deceive this knight, as it were, to go north. He then said that he would, if Fem wasn't up there, who was his main target, that he would burn, pillage, and force, and just basically kill everyone in his path until he did. Alpheus made a mistake and called it stupid, and the fight ensued. Leon got downed. We were getting our asses handed to ourselves until Alizea was able to banish it, and we were able to get away after she also casted Gentle Repose on Leon. We got back to Mr. Wizardly's place, and the construct, Al, was able to make a diamond at the sake of losing 2 weeks. 2 weeks of him, quote unquote, staying alive. We were able to revivify Leon. He was when he got back, he was confused, but he needed rest, so we most likely set him up on the side, and that's basically where we left off.
I believe you guys also did level up as well.
Oh, yes, that's right. We did.
Wait, we did?
Wait, no, did we? No.
Did we?
You didn't tell us?
If we leveled up, we were never informed. Also, I don't think you've been giving us experience for the past few sessions, so I would not know.
Yeah, I'm doing it by milestone now because it's gonna take too long if we do experience.
Yeah.
Okay.
So did
Yeah,
we
so-
level up to level 8?
No, I was mistaken. I just remembered you guys leveled up at some other point very recently.
Yeah, like 2-3 sessions ago. But before the hiatus, I believe. I was just like, oh shit, I get another feat. I get to make Josh mad by taking sharpshooter.
Okay, well, you guys left off. You can take a full rest before you need to do the bloodletting now, if you so choose.
We do have a level of exhaustion that we might want to get rid of.
Yeah.
Perhaps.
You guys wouldn't need to do any checks or anything as this is a safe location, so you could just heal.
The only danger to us is ourselves.
And the people we inevitably piss off.
True.
So yeah, if you guys want to do any role playing or anything and take your full rest now, you can. Leon would mostly keep to himself, trying to get over the experience of being pretty much dead for a while.
Alizia goes into a corner, trying not to disturb anyone.
Sapphire will also probably just go into a corner and hang out quietly.
Alphys will ask Al, is there a transcription or any records of what's been done here now?
I'm sorry, you broke up a lot.
Sorry. He was basically just asking Al if there was any records to what was done here.
Like the lab or like to the people?
The lab.
Well, I believe he did inform me at some point that it was established like uh 10 or so years ago after Mr. Wizardly did a lot of traveling.
All right.
He said he said that Mr. Wizardly established this lab in a way to help the townsfolk of Ridge or Hamlet folk of Ridge. He was slowly becoming attached to them. Also, it was a lab to attempt to achieve immortality so the plague wouldn't kill him. But he accidentally did it to everybody else instead of himself.
That's all it would have been then. Probably go off and just look around, see what's what, or see what's where.
You see a combination of magical machinery and baubles and just random objects that you can't really place what they are. A lot of text and scrolls strewn about. Mr. Wizardly didn't seem like he was a very organized person.
Then I'll go off and find a corner and sit in it.
Does anybody else do anything before the full rest?
I'm not.
Nope.
Tempted, but I don't want to detract from the overall plot progress.
Nothing here.
Okay. You are all able to take your full rest so you can heal and gain all your used spell slots. Also, as a result of surviving a very hard encounter, Leon will be leveling himself.
Surviving is not the word I'd use.
Ooh.
There he goes. He's all leveled up. Now, it is the next day, and you now have the task of getting Mr. Stompy slash Chompy to the village, or yeah, to the village, and you have to bloodlet him. And Hal will inform you. The process is simple. The afflicted must drink from the blood of the creature.
Will they need to drink directly from, or can we transport it in vials and bottles?
It is not dependent on how it is drinking, only that it is drunk.
Very well. Do you have a supply of bottles that we can utilize?
I'm sure the village would have like mugs and stuff they can just use. But if you really need to, yeah, there's like strewn about bottles, empty ones around the lab itself. Really. Mouth to mouth blood feeding.
Oh God, no.
Also, Hal would warn it is not recommended that those who are not afflicted drink the blood.
Do you know what would happen if they were to do that?
Checking. The blood is highly toxic to those who are living.
Does it have a restorative effect to those who are dead? Or is it just bring them to life?
Checking. It has an effect only on undead, but the effect is unknown, as it has never been experimented. It is only surmised.
So we are going to have to take a gamble here with the villagers' lives.
The likelihood of success is only 61%.
And if it fails on the undead,
Unknown.
we'll have to see. So,
Yeah, how you folks gonna do this? Mr. Stumpy is quite large.
Shimmery could probably attempt to carry him with some assistance. However, it may just be overall easier if we were to.
I could help, but I don't know how my coldness would affect him, especially since he lives underwater.
Probably keep him preserved.
Realistically, yeah. I don't know.
Could Alfie start talking to him in Akon?
What?
In Primordial? Could Alpheus try talking to him in Primordial?
Ha ha ha! I
Oh.
didn't think anybody would actually do this. Hello.
Hello there.
How do you do, mortal?
I'm doing well. How are you? I'm sure you don't like being in that tank.
Oh, I don't know. The human that used to take care of me, he was nice enough. It's not
I'm
too
sure he,
small.
I'm sure he was. About that human that took care of you, you were aware of his, I'm sure you bore witness to his experiments.
Oh, yes. I have been watching him for quite some time now.
So you would have, do you have an idea of what he wanted to accomplish?
I believe it was him trying to save himself from the plague. And he also sought to keep his friends from Ridge around just a bit longer.
Yes, in a more expanded look, he wished to uh, not have to face death at any time, except maybe years and years and millennia from now. But his experiments went awry and turned the town of Ridge into a town of skeletons. Completely, they're still alive, but it's just their skeleton.
Hmm. It sounds like he was successful in some ways.
Yes, but he did not wish that upon the village. He, I'm sure you realized, isn't around. He died of the plague, and well, he wants us to be able to fix his mistake there, what he did to what was accidentally done to the villagers. There's only one problem, and that it needs your blood. And I would not ask this if there was any other way.
He switches around in the water, and you feel eyes peering at you from the dark green water. Hmm. I
Alpha,
see.
go ahead, sorry.
No, he just said I see. I cannot dictate what you would do with me, but if you see it as the only way, as well as the soul and Mr. Wizardly do, then by all means you are obligated to do what you will do best. What consequences if it on a sentient being such as myself?
The only consequence here is that you, from what we've been told, is that you would die. And it would be final, as opposed to, I guess I would say, your rebirth.
Sorry, Ajax, can you just repeat? Because I had somebody come in the room.
Yeah, he basically just say the only consequence would be your death, as opposed to your rebirth, your rebirth, as Al had put it.
Hmm. It seems the soul is aware of the many lives that I have lived. I was called many names from time to time. However, this form hasn't been assumed in so long. Killing me would never truly destroy my being, but it would mean that I would come back as a different form, just as I have ever since the beginning of time.
Forgive me for asking, but and for any rudeness that maybe convenient isn't my point, but what are you? What being are
It's not a matter of what I am, it's whom I've been. It's more important to ask. I've been many things, many names, many creatures, though I did take a certain form for a good millennia or two.
you? What form would that be?
I do not remember what is it that you mortals called it before, but all I know is terms that they use to describe me. They used to call my previous forms as the God Slayers, the the World Eater, the Giant. Mr. Wizardly and the Soul have been trying to figure out what I meant by these names. Unfortunately, I've been in this form for so long that I myself don't remember. It might be time for me to return to that old form again. As much as I like being one of the water, I liked being one of the ground much more.
Understandable. We, the, my group and I have run into one so told as God Slayer, but he works for an evil, malicious spirit. Would you be the same? Or would you just live your life as a benevolent traveler?
Hmm, I have no malicious intent against the gods. I am merely just stating what I used to be called.
Okay, I can.
Out of character, does everybody understand what's happening here and just how terrified are you?
I'm shitting
Um,
myself.
it sounds like he just said he was a Titan. So, what the fuck?
I'm terrified. Smile.
I think Cal is the only one that's out of the loop here.
By the way, Alpheus is repeating what's being said, so everybody in the room knows.
Did you say God Eater or God Killer?
Well, basically the same thing.
Yeah.
God Eater, God Slayer, God Killer.
Can I roll? What could I roll just to see how much I know about all of this? Alizea knows about all.
History check. Hard history check.
Oh God, history.
Nope.
I don't even know about myself.
Who am I? Where am I from? What am I doing here?
Go ahead and give me a religion check. I know you probably won't hit the DC for religion, but I just want
Ha,
no.
I love my rolls all the
Yeah,
time.
you wouldn't have even got it on that 20.
Nice.
If only
Could
you'd used
I
guidance.
try?
I don't have guidance.
You could try religion in history, yeah.
Alright, I'll try a religion. That's been good luck for me so far. And I'll put guidance on myself. No.
No.
Shimmery was gone that whole time.
Yeah.
So we're in danger.
Oh no. What happened?
So
Bro.
this being in the tank, it used to be well, I guess it technically still is, a god killer, god eater, god slayer.
The giant, the world eater. Those are the terms that it said it was used on before.
Oh Lord.
I feel like Alizé would also be like badly affected by this due to fuck. Her mom being dead and all. Crazy.
I applaud you, Ajax, for coming up with just starting to try languages because I thought nobody would actually do that because it knows one language, primordial.
Oh shit, really?
Nice.
Yep. I didn't think anybody would try it because it has intelligence and it can speak.
If I had more than just 2 languages, I might have tried. But I'm like, well, it's not gonna understand Elvish, probably. If I was walking around with like 3-4 languages, I would have tried.
I'm just surprised that he can talk to fish.
I'm just surprised that the fish are talking back.
I'm surprised
Not
that
gonna
that thing
lie.
is considered a fish.
Not gonna lie, as a player, I'm kind of shocked too.
Yeah, it was like a 1 in a million chance for you to just randomly try that.
I figured it might be possible.
I mean, we did the same thing to Steven.
So
What's everybody's languages?
so we can kill a very powerful being and risk it coming back to kill worse stuff or our stuff.
He claims to be a benevolent being, that he has no quarrel with the gods, and well, for now anyway. And so I think that it wouldn't.
What caused its previous quarrel?
He doesn't remember. He's been in this form and Alphazal gesture so long that he doesn't remember.
That could change any day. Like, people's moods change every day. One day he could be benevolent, the next day something might trigger him to do something with the power he has.
The only other thing I could think of would be to contact the gods to see what they would think, but I don't know.
Alpheus told everyone this, right?
Alphys relayed the whole conversation he had.
I wish you didn't.
Too bad.
I don't know what to think.
Shimmer will be muttering prayers.
I'll be looking at my card, which probably won't say jack shit to me.
Huh.
An
You
idea.
know, V, funny you should mention that.
Oh, please no.
Reaper's not there. You've never seen that, ever. Before.
Guys?
What?
You just see him, like, looking at you guys, looking back to the card, like, back and forth, and like, just never saying a word, just like,
He is not a celestial, fiend, or undead, so you get nothing.
Guys!
Does she detect anything coming from the card since we is so worried?
No, not really.
I step closer and look at the card. V has pulled out the card next to Alizea before, right?
Yeah, when he was about to dip it into the water that he dipped his sword into.
Okay. Yeah, she looks at it. Has this happened before?
V just like turns the wide-eyed look to Alizea and like just lets the look speak for itself.
Okay, that's concerning. But what does it mean?
The closer I am, I've always interpreted the closer that the Reaper is to me and the scythe is to my throat, the closer I am to death, but it's not there. Why is it not there?
Try to calm her down.
Ah! I've had this thing for 20 years, it's never looked like this.
The card is the Reaper, right?
It's described as a card with a likeness of V standing, looking outwards out of the card, with the Reaper standing behind him with the scythe. But the Reaper's no longer there.
Would that mean
V, give me an investigation with advantage, since Alizea is looking at it too. You see the slightest of a thin line at your neck, going from end to end. Just the very slightest line.
What does it mean? V says that out loud, like screeching into Alizea's ear, high pitched, because I'm female.
I think we're delving into very dangerous territories. The Reaper is gone, and the Reaper leaves when the job is done.
What?
Death comes as quickly as he goes.
I think the you in the card is dead.
What? V's like having a fucking panic attack.
Would Shimmer be familiar with any of the iconography from the card, or if perhaps even
This card is out of your realms.
Where did you find it?
I just sort of found it before I had like my first like real taste of like danger, I guess you could say.
Well, now we know what we're getting ourselves into.
V will touch where the like on his own body or her own body where the cut is. There's nothing wrong with my neck, right?
No.
What if I touch the card to my neck?
No, nothing.
You just decapitate yourself.
Yeah,
Other than you just kind of look a little silly.
yeah, like
touching a card.
V's like panic attack. Like, what does it do?
What does this mean?
Yeah, what does it mean? What does it do?
The numbers, Josh. What do they mean?
Mason.
Fuck.
I mean, like I said, give it props to Ajax because you guys would have done this without any prior information.
Yeah, like I definitely wouldn't have. Man, I wish I had looked at my card when we were here before. It's like, is this entire place dangerous? Is it the thing that we're talking to? Oh my god!
What
I'm
happens
gonna-
if you move closer?
I'm gonna be right back. And you guys can keep discussing.
What happens if you move closer to the tank?
I don't want
Well, it is a scientific method.
What's science?
It's like magic, but lamer.
Oh,
They do it in the Sapphire's Edge. It's also like almost a mix of alchemy. It's strange. They have weird things that float in the water. They call them boats. Which would be very useful for us.
What does it mean?
I'm just telling Shimri about where I came from, and he's like, ah!
Shimray isn't really familiar with boats either.
I am
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, I'm telling Shimri about boats.
Oh, we're talking about a creature that possibly used to be some kind of dangerous creature. Let's talk about boat.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
I'm having a panic attack over my card.
Alright, V, try to see what happens to the card if you get closer to the tank.
I don't want to. I don't want to die.
Well, you don't have a cut through your neck currently, do you?
V just like shows her the card and then points the cut on the neck, the line on the neck.
I point at your neck. It should be safe. You've gotten that close already, you just haven't looked at the card.
Ah! 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 Just tell me if I'm a little bit too shrill.
Don't notice anything changing too much. Stop.
Ooh.
As you keep creeping closer to the tank, suddenly you see this kind of like red outline at the edge of your card until it drips onto the floor. At first, you think it's red paint, but upon closer inspection, it's more of a crimson red color.
Ugh.
Ah! I don't know how to react to this. You said this would be okay. This doesn't look okay at all.
Well, nothing has happened to you yet. That's just very concerning.
My card. If this thing gets destroyed, I die. At that point, I'm gonna try to step away from the tank.
When you start stepping away, it stops dripping. However, now there is a permanent red stain at the bottom edge of the card.
Oh, God.
Bottom right edge.
What the fuck? Oh my god. What the hell is going on?
And that's why we experiment.
My card.
So,
Ah. And SV like tries to get as far away physically possible.
V's just stuck in them on her thumb now, rocking back and forth.
Ah.
I am no diviner, but I imagine that doesn't bode well for the future.
Alvia shakes her head.
No.
If
I have one question, really. Once Al is gone, what keeps this creature alive?
Most likely nothing.
Alizea's heart sinks.
Al,
Yes.
are you the only being keeping this creature alive?
Upon request by Mr. Wizardly, I was instructed to continue keeping the creature alive.
How do you
If my soul were to degrade, the creature would eventually die as it would receive no nutrients.
she'll look at everyone?
We can't let that happen.
We can invite some good in the world now, or risk not being able to keep this creature alive for another period of time.
We have 2.5 months to get a soul of equal strength to Al's crystal, and we don't even have the spell or any idea of how to put it to basically fix the soul gem.
Well, there is a powerful sorcerer we know. I look at Shimray. Actually, now that I think about it, none of the people I started with are here. Because V doesn't remember me.
It is true.
Fenrir is gone. Cajun is gone. I am talking about. I forgot his name.
The wordsmith.
The wordsmith. Yeah,
Randall.
Randall.
But V isn't saying this.
Wordsmith Randall.
This is me.
Yeah,
as
Randall.
Calvin.
Yeah, the wordsmith Randall. We knew he was a powerful sorcerer, right?
Wordsmiths use a mysterious magic that no one else knows how to use.
We could still ask him for connections.
Could I, going over the conversation in my head, could I insight check his comments about him remembering and that he didn't have any issue with the god's
For
family?
for things like that, it would have to be an active conversation because you would need to be actively observing him as you're speaking to him or listening to the tone of his voice, that sort of thing. So it's not like something you can just recall and go, "Oh no, that was a lot."
Okay, understood.
I gotta bear it back.
Okay. What do you guys think of contacting the wordsmith?
Ah!
Would he want to die and go into a soul gem?
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about his spells.
Would he know anyone who wants to die and go into a soul gem?
Because we need that as well.
I know, but we also need someone who's able to cast a spell in the first place. And the first person I'm looking at who would probably be willing to go into Al is right over here.
Oh no! You cannot be
Oh,
serious.
He's our grand diplomat. We're fucked.
He's our boy.
I'm a wizard, so it wouldn't work.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that too. We need a wizard who's willing to sacrifice himself to potentially save the world from
Who's
destruction.
also at the same level as the apprentice was when he was put into the gym.
No more, no less.
Yeah. Oh my god. Help me.
We need to ask Al around what level the apprentice was, so that Josh can.
What quote unquote level?
How much experience?
What was
What
the
was
high? What is the
Hey
most?
guys, hey guys, I'm gonna be gone for like a good 10-20 minutes because my mom's sugar just dropped. So
Oh no
Okay.
that
worries. Take care of that.
Do we?
Okay, we're just gonna scream at each other.
Okay.
Pretty
So,
much.
fuck. Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, we can't save the village.
The only
but
thing I could think of is, as we're bloodletting, both Alpheus and Alizea just pump healing spells into him. And that could potentially work. But that could also fuck over the blood that we're getting out because it could have some effect on it.
Oh.
I don't want to go anywhere near that thing.
Couldn't we have just slowly done this as a process and just like remove blood little by little?
That's what I was thinking, but I don't know.
the long-term issue is still he's gonna die eventually.
Well, yes, but if we do
The
it long
water.
term and slowly take out.
Why
Like
did you have
he
to
is
talk
affected
to
by the
him
water.
if he is?
If we drain him to within an inch of his life, give him the water, could it potentially full heal him and turn him into something else, possibly
It
something more,
doesn't work on
or would it
peace,
not work?
but I don't know if he's an exception to the rule. It's only supposed to work on humanoids. But I don't know.
But what if we just we kill him and he resurrects into a ladybug? That'd be
And
nice.
what if that ladybug then proceeds to, devour the corpses of the
Get stepped on
gods?
by Zeus.
And then it pulls a Kratos.
Ladybug of death. It just
Yeah.
lands on someone and it just disintegrates.
It's like Homer with the donut that he got from the devil. You can't even... Wait, so what you're saying is, so long as I don't finish this donut, I won't go to hell. Yeah, that's right. Ha! I outsmarted the devil. How did he possibly think of that? And then sleepwalking, he eats the donut,
Oh,
and he basically is going to hell.
yay! Hell. That's what I'm gonna go through when the guy is back looking for Fenrir.
I mean, I feel like he's more pissed at me than you.
I did just banish him back to his realm.
He's
Yeah, but
pissed
he's
at all of us, and we're all in a group together almost constantly.
I'm glad we have this information now.
Hmm.
I want to go home.
Why did we have to stop in this town?
To be fair, you are the one who wanted the detour.
I figured that there was another bridge up here and that we wouldn't run into a skeleton town, maybe a small village where we could potentially pick up some supplies or something. But I wasn't expecting this. And then we also have the issue of the other party running into this, out of character. Because if they run into this...
They probably don't give a shit.
yeah, fair.
They're just like, ooh, skeletons. Oh, there's a wizard's lab. Ooh, steal some shit. Ooh, big fish. Chris could turn into pet. It's probably actually not what they think, but it's just,
I'm Just. God.
Why'd you have to tell my character to get closer?
Hey. Now we know.
Man, you know the thing is, out of character, I'm pretty sure this like card like represents like maybe my life force or some shit. So like, just imagine what's happening to you guys standing near that thing.
I mean, we're
Think
protected by
about
divine
it.
magic.
Maybe it's. I mean, it killed a god. Maybe it doesn't give a shit about your magic.
I wonder. What if I just cast Dispel Magic on that card? He just died.
Pretty
No,
sure
no, no.
it's
Save
beyond.
the spell slot. Sacred Flame.
You save it.
I mean, it's in my hands, so I'm pretty sure you have to hit my AC. So fuck you.
No, you'd have to beat my DC.
Just break.
I mean, Sacred Flame is a deck save. It's just.
Okay, roll it.
What if I just do this to the card?
Fuck. Never mind.
I was +9.
What if I banish the card?
It's a creature though. You can only target creatures with it. You can't.
Ah, damn.
You attempt to send one creature that you see with it. Just banish V.
What if it works though? How creeped out would you be if it actually is a creature that you've just been carrying around this whole time? It did just start bleeding.
It wouldn't surprise me. Man, I'm surprised that my trinket's gotten so much use.
Clerics can be ritually cast, right?
Depends.
I think they can, depending on what it is.
Because silence is ritually casted. Detect magic can be ritually casted. Water walk as well.
Detect poison and disease as well.
Yes. So yeah, do they have to be prepared though to be able? I guess so. That would make sense.
Sorcerers
Maybe?
and warlocks are the only full casters that do not have ritual casting as part of their basic magical abilities. Bards, clerics, druids, and wizards can all cast spells as rituals.
But I think they have to be prepared.
But it does add 10 minutes to the casting.
I think so,
time,
because technically we know the spell. We just didn't choose it today.
So I could have ritually casted detect magic on those levers.
Maybe.
That would have been
I
fun.
don't know.
Yeah.
Wait 11 minutes.
But those levers might lead to different rooms. And I feel like Alzea is the one safest to go in since she can fly.
Yeah, but we also know from what the town, it's essentially a one-way trip.
Oh yeah, true.
Alazea accidentally gets yeeted into the lava vents.
It's a different country.
It's a different continent.
Oh no! And then
Up
she
in the-
just starts her own adventure in a different continent.
You had to traverse the floor pulls you into the Feywild, and you had to like traverse the world, catch up to us.
Oh, that sounds so cool!
Yeah, but you probably end up in the hot place, the hot place. I can't. It's Summerfay.
Wait!
Why is it so hot?
I can summon Flora and ask her.
You could summon a Winter Fae, and well, what are you going to be asking her? Is it just about the levers or about this?
About the Godslayer and everything, because she is very old.
Watch this be like a splinter of Azur's soul.
And she was also friends with my mother.
Watch this be like the neutral part of Azura's soul. Like the one that's just like, maybe we don't do all that evil shit today.
It's his true power.
I should probably bring her here, though.
I mean, my card. You know, it's probably a good indication that things, otherworldly things, don't want to be here.
Well, the most likely the most likely outcome right now is we either consign the world to a slow death now, or consign them to a slow death in a few months' time when this thing dies on its own.
The only thing that I have to say is this guy said that he has no issues and just kind of wants to walk the world, which I and Alpheus has perfectly no issue with. Only issue is we're fighting a different god slayer, and his master, who could potentially corrupt this being. Which, I have an idea.
We just banish the fish. Hey, you know what? Actually, think about it. This might not be its home plane.
Likely not, but
I mean, it's gonna die here anyways.
I don't have banishment prepared.
Oh
I
my
may or may
god!
not
You just
have
fought the thing that
banishment
you needed to
prepared.
banish. Oh my god! You didn't prepare it again.
Wait.
I am back.
hope it all went
And
well.
wait a minute, how do you not have banishment prepared because you used it last time?
No, because it's a new day.
Long
Huh?
rest.
Actually, no, wait, I
It's.
do have it prepared. I'm dumb.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you would have it prepared because you used it last time. You have to.
No, because we just had a long rest and I prepared my spells after.
Folks can prepare any spell that they have available to them on the list over the course of long rests.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. My mom's diabetic, so sometimes I have to stick around with her and keep her.
Oh, okay. I thought you were helping her
It's
clean
fine.
up. Oh my
I
god.
understand.
I'm an idiot when I heard you say sugar dropped. I was just like, oh, she needs you to clean
Oh,
up in the kitchen.
oh my god!
But yeah,
Yeah.
I my grandfather's diabetic, so I know what you
What,
mean, but I
what,
didn't know what you meant.
yeah. When a diabetic drops like that, you gotta keep them talking, keep them lucid, or else they'll pass out into a coma, and then you gotta call the hospital. So
Yeah.
I've been there.
Oh, my brain.
anyway, back to what we were doing. So, uh,
You want me to cast banishment?
I was just spitballing that maybe banishment could be an effective tool.
Josh, how old is Flora?
she's never told you, but being Fae, you would imagine a long time.
Would she know anything about these god slayers?
I don't know. You have to summon her.
Okay. Alright,
It's not like you guys have a telepathic communication.
yet. Jeez. Actually, wait. I have sending.
Yeah, it's only a 1 in 20 chance that it fails.
I will cast sending to Flora.
Sending was a 1 in 10, but
Roll a 1d20.
Oh,
Don't worry, it'll be fine. It won't matter.
it's
Yeah,
fine.
it doesn't miss.
Okay. Hello, Flora. 'Tis I, Alizea. I was wondering whether or not you have knowledge on God Slayers. Please tell. 'Tis all. It was 22 words.
Can you type out the message just in case? I don't want to mishear her. I hope you guys realize just how much of a dilemma this is. It's like it's either you help the people or you don't.
Yeah, like we don't even know what we're doing with this thing.
I mean, they don't seem too upset being skeletons. I don't know, man.
I mean, the one guy wants to die.
Oh, but everyone wants to die these days. What
Fucking
Yeah, you telling me he
business
doesn't have
as
the right?
usual, you know?
The only Godslayer that I can recall is was a creature named General Azura back during the Titan War. General Azura is also known as the Godslayer.
Okay, I cast sending again. Thank you for letting me know. Your help is much appreciated.
Okay.
Out of character, Alpheus, ask him about General Azura.
I need to roll again.
I'm waiting for that to happen. I'm letting this go first.
Fair enough.
Oh my god! I think it went through anyways.
You didn't have to scare the shit out of me.
Hmm?
he made
Alright. The only Godslayer she knows is General Azura. Alpheus, can you ask what's his name?
Sure. He'll walk up again.
Oh.
And in Primordial, he'll ask. Well, he'll start off by saying, the main thing we're worried about here is we're currently dealing with a God Slayer, and he's an evil bastard of a ghostly thing, and he's dealing with his he is an even more evil master that resides on a separate plane, yet is still able to influence this world. That is That is why I have to ask again. You're sure that you won't try to do anything against the gods or to the or be to take up arms against this world and the beings that reside in it?
Nothing is ever certain. My rebirth may bring doom, or it could be just titles of fear. You will not know until you try. I'm sorry, but did you mention General Azura?
Possibly. And his hand will go behind his back and just clutch his spear.
Hmm. So, Thome Invictus is active in the world. It has been eons since I have laid eyes upon those types. If I recall, Thome Invictus led a charge against the gods of old during the Titan Wars, and there was a interesting creature called the Godslayer, much like myself. His name was General Azura. This General Azura is nothing more than a mere fantasy of what he claims. General Azura was indeed powerful, but he only destroyed the physical body of a god. The god Hermes has recovered ever since, retaining his physical form once again.
Could I insight check to see mainly his reaction to Sol Invictus?
Sure.
Guidance plus a d4. If it wanted to go through. Oh, never mind. Not worth. Fuck.
Yeah. You can't really discern anything. It's hard to see like the body of the creature and tell from its body language and just its looks and such. You're not even sure how it's speaking to you because it's not opening its mouth. So it's really muddled and hard to tell what the creature is thinking or like anything it's feeling.
He'll, he would have relayed everything to the rest.
It is indeed a gamble. You do not know what will result of my death, but I know of one certainty. The afflicted, as the soul likes to refer to him as, will be cured upon my death. It is just a matter of the aftermath. It swims around calmly.
The main issue here is the fact that we really have no choice. It's either happens now or it happens in a couple of months, as Shimmer said before.
Unless we can somehow restore Al.
The only thing I thought of was potentially bringing him to the waters near our keep, but those are dangerous too, I heard.
And then it wouldn't help the people in the town.
We just keep adding monsters to our waters.
Could Alpheus send a message to the guard that told him about Mr. Wizardly?
Send a message to who?
The guard at Ridge who told the us about Mr. Wizardly and how to find this place, essentially.
Sure.
He'll say, "Hello, it's Alpheus from the group we that uh, are on the case about fixing what happened to the town. It's I just wanted to double check before going any further. Uh, everybody wants to be turned back, correct?"
We've been like this for 5 years. It's preferable.
Shit.
I want to help them.
It was a comrade of Azura's.
No, he mocked Azura, saying that Azura only held the title, that he could only weaken a god physically, not slay the idea behind the god, the thing that gives the gods in their power,
And what about him?
as
He
opposed to
failed.
him who could outright obliterate a god, from what I can guess.
Feed me that weapon we saw, because I'd rather be uncomfortable if there was a creature which could kill my matron.
Actually, that's a good point. He'll pull out the axe that he got from the uh, Temple of Athena that was inside the realm of Set, and he'll hold it up and he'll ask in Primordial, "Do you know what this is? I found it somewhere that dealt with Azura."
You see the same pair of eyes kind of go closer to the glass. Its body kind of circles around. Oh, odd. I have not seen the likes of this for quite some time. I think, in fact, it was used during one of my previous forms. But as for what it is, I do not remember. All I know is that I have seen it before.
I toss Alpheus my shield, which has the symbol of my mother mixed with Flora's, and I ask him to show it to him to see what he knows.
I'll ask him what he knows about the symbols on the shield.
If I remember correctly, that is the visage of Hathor, the All-Mother.
And if that's all he says, he'll take the shield, walk back to Alisea to see if she wants it, and he'll whisper it to her. because he doesn't know if she wants it to be well known.
She nods at him. Thank you. That is my mother.
Well, he knows.
There's a lot of information we could potentially get from him before we do anything rash. And she slowly just creeps back into this corner.
Is there anything you can tell me about General Azura and Sol Invictus, something that would help us against them?
It has been quite some time since I have thought of the Titan Wars. Perhaps I do remember a few things. I remember that Sol Invictus used something to strengthen his own, but I cannot recall what it is. All I remember is it is a rare event that happens every so often.
Would Alpheus be able to recall after telling what he was just told to the rest of the group?
Were you around during that siege on Leibster? I don't think you were.
No.
Only me and Alizea are the and Will would know about Siege.
Okay. Well, as for you personally, not really.
Are we
All
talking
right.
about the blood moon?
It wasn't a blood moon, it was an eclipse.
Oh, too much Minecraft. It's and she would peek out and say, "It's most likely eclipses." We we were during we were infiltrating one of the cultist bases, and the enemy seemed stronger as there was an eclipse outside.
I believe that it was told that a solar eclipse is much more powerful than a lunar eclipse for Sol Invictus.
Alpheus once again relays.
How often do those happen? Would we know?
The last eclipse that you saw, Elzeo, was the lunar eclipse during the fight of Leibster. You have no idea when a solar eclipse is about that.
Man, if only we had a telescope.
Al, do you know when the next solar eclipse is?
Oh, that's so smart.
Why does everybody forget that we have basically a computer that can tell us
Hey
this shit?
Alexa.
Yeah.
He's
I
fucking
mean,
doing
my
it
character's
now.
catatonic in the corner, so I can't really ask the NPCs
Yeah.
anything.
It is estimated that In 274 days, a solar eclipse will occur for 10 minutes straight.
274 days.
Or the equivalent of 9 months.
The birth of an eclipse.
Does anybody remember when General Zero is gonna make his play?
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
6 months?
6 months is when they're going to begin starting the ritual. and
Yeah,
I
that's right. 6 months
yeah.
is. Yeah, 9 months. Fuck. Okay, shit.
We're all gonna die.
The birth of the end. 9 months.
At least you guys are finding out a lot of information now in terms of what you can use against.
And this is why we try to talk to everybody before just mindlessly killing them.
Yeah, we can
Even though
also
it was a shot in the dark.
we can also really provoke General Zero to attack us by calling him a fake god killer.
There is also something that I just remembered. There was a weapon used against his forces. It is the same weapon that was used to defeat his own general. But that weapon has been lost to time.
If I had any guesses, I would say it's in that mausoleum.
Jermail, look at Alpheus.
Oh, there's a look back.
The Titan Wars are probably some of the hardest information to come across because it happened so long ago. It's only like described in mythos and in religious texts old enough to go back that far. A
I've
lot of information from before the Empire has been lost long time ago.
And even a lot of during the Empire as well.
Why'd they have to burn down the Library of Alexandria? I
Yeah.
mean,
Why
I-
they had to kill the gods, and why'd the gods have to kill everybody else?
I've technically been alive that long, but I've been in stasis. Hmm. What's the plan?
Alpheus, he recalls the type of weapon that was used. That Mr. Trumpy had just described.
It was a weapon given to the mortal heroes that fought during the Titan Wars. I only know of it by name, however. It is called Dawnbringer.
Have I heard of this?
Huh?
Has Alizea heard of that?
Dawnbringer is actually a weapon from Old God text, so yeah.
How much does she know?
About what he just said. Basically, it was a weapon given to the heroes, the mortal heroes that fought with the gods against the Titans. It allowed them to be able to defeat the Titans together.
I'm pretty sure my dad read me stories about that.
That weapon's actually different, Shumrai. That's not the same weapon you're thinking of. That weapon was used by General Zero, not by the mortal heroes.
Alzea would step up. I remember my father reading me stories about such a thing happening and such a weapon. Although I did think it was just stories, but now that I think about it, he was just probably reading from our texts. Our hope would probably be to, at least, attempt to find it. But who knows the state it's in after so many years. Even magical weapons decay after a certain amount of time. She sits back over here. Do we take the gamble? Or do we wait for the gamble to take us?
Wait 3 months most likely until this one of his dies. Meanwhile, that's. But if we do that, then the town will never be fixed. I think we have to take the risk. Al, do you have any more information on Mr. Chompy?
All information has been relayed.
Thank you, Al.
He is a creature of unknown origin and only one of its kind.
Okay, so we'll start making his way over to V. I'll hold that his hand to lift him up, and he'll cast Calm Emotions.
What's the DC?
15.
Dang it! What? What?
Come on.
Actually, a creature can choose to fail it.
I know. I was trying to succeed.
He has his hand extended and is like, come on. We're having a discussion on what to do. One more voice may help.
Okay, I'm just gonna stand here though. I don't want to get any closer to that thing.
That's fine. Just want to make sure you got your wits about you.
Thanks.
Not much, but at least we can get everybody's opinion. And we'll start walking back.
Alzea starts speaking and she sits down, just speaking down as she looks at her laps. The only reason I'm torn is because of my mother. She was slain during those wars, and it's just a bad omen.
That's wrong. Sorry, Tree.
Fine.
The Titan Wars were well before the slaying of the gods during the Empire.
Okay.
Like we're talking eons ago.
Okay. I'm just wrong then.
As
We're talking about like before like mortals were really the main focus of the world.
Alright. I just got back. The lore is still fuzzy. She doesn't say anything then.
So tell me, mortal, have you come to a decision?
Alpheus will turn to the rest of the group. What say you? Now, to fix a town? Or later, and let this town suffer?
I say we just do it now. Get it over with.
If we're here when it happens, we might be able to affect it slightly. But if we're somewhere else when he dies, then we might have just wasted an opportunity to save lives.
The good we can do now is better than doing nothing later and being weaker for it.
He'll turn to Mr. Jump and say, we've elected to do it now, and pray to the gods that you come back as benevolent as you all seem now.
I'm sorry, what?
He'll say that we've elected to do it now, and that we will pray to the gods that you are benevolent as you are now, when you come back.
Oh, it has been some time since I have shed this skin of mine. I suppose it will be interesting to see what is over the hill.
Are you able to survive out of water, or are we doing it here and transporting the blood there?
I can survive without water for 12 hours at a time.
All right.
God.
He'll turn to Shimmery and say, he can survive 12 hours without water. How are we getting him there?
The plan was always to bleed him here into those two vial thingamajiggies things.
I know, but they said they were talking about dragging him out earlier.
I mean, that just sounds pointless and uncomfortable. Plus, we have no real way to collect it if we move him. Oh God!
Oh, yeah. Jesus, that's unsettling.
Oh,
Man. Well, that explains everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's from what I know about what the token is, oh fuck me.
Hmm.
Has it been a minute since I cast Calm Emotion?
Maybe.
If it has, it's worn off.
Okay, so V is back being catatonic with the card. Just the moment the effect wears off, V just like sort of like trips and slumps down.
So I kind of want to ask, what are your theories of what this creature is? Not by its token, by the way. Don't go based off its token.
I mean, I recognize the token outright, but
Is it a Leviathan or something? I don't know what that is, but kind of looks like it to me.
Leviathans are like large snakes. I don't think they have.
Yeah, I thought they were big,
This
so.
like the token I'm using, like that token right there, it's just to represent the creature, what it kind of looks like. It's not what it is.
so he's not an aboleth.
No, it's not.
I mean, considering its descriptions, it sounds like an aboleth.
I have no clue what it could
Because
be.
they come back to life after they're killed, eventually.
Mutated eel.
Why do I feel like it's the only thing I'm thinking of, like going through like mythology, is like there's one old sea god that just has the ability to bop around in between different forms, and that's the only one I'm thinking of right now. I think it's like Nereus.
The answer is simple, yet I have twisted it from its original form or what it's supposed to be, and giving it a new way of how it acts. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you know.
It's not like a Titan like Atlas, is it?
Mm.
Hmm.
I wish I could insight check that, but that would be like insight checking the God of Gods, and I can't do that.
Insight God. I don't
20.
believe you.
You still don't fucking know. Ah, shit.
Not telling
Here, let me roll my deception here.
you. Uh-oh. It's a natural one.
Yeah. Uh,
Hmm.
I don't think I can. Something tells me I may not be able to beat that.
You can
You
roll.
rolled a 6.
Just try. Just do it.
I mean, he can't roll a 20. You can't crit on skill checks.
Yeah, roll that. Roll that insight. And
I'm
just
gonna give myself guidance.
guide yourself like 20 times.
Can it stack?
Guidance stacks. Oh my god. That's close.
Something tells me
Don't
that it's not that good. I have advantage plate because I'm wise.
You believe everything he says to be true forever.
So I'm a good cleric. I gotcha.
You now worship Mr. Stumpy.
Believe Mr. Stumpy is actually Zeus.
Oh, please, God, no. What in the
He
world
can't
did...
kill him
Why
then.
did... He changed...
Alpheus can't kill him.
Is he trying to breed with?
That's what I was about to say. Like, usually Zeus
Him
turns
and
into...
Al have a
Right? Just
My charisma ain't that high. Who you kidding?
So what are we doing, boys and girls?
Stab him.
Let him try.
Can these
Yeah.
waters make her drain the swamps?
Bottles. We'll probably terrify the entire town if we bring a massive fish with us. So,
Eesh.
Can
I
Al
still think
drain it?
we should kill him here.
Al, can you prepare the tank to bloodlet Mr. Stompy?
It is possible.
I'm waiting for a butt.
How would you like it done?
I'm guessing that the piping isn't on the ground and that it's up in the air.
It's connecting to the wall. Besides it, you see those like copper tubing thing that's like the pipe.
Yeah, but I'm thinking that it's not like actually like on the floor. I'm thinking that it's like 2,
Yeah,
3.
it elevated away from you.
Hmm.
Shall it be done humanely?
Yes. I figured that wasn't part of the question.
I have to make sure that I confirm.
As humanely as possible.
You see, large like spears come from the tank inside and start slowly stabbing themselves into Mr. Stompy here.
What does
That
you
doesn't sound humane.
You act as if the hide is like easy to penetrate. Like obviously you need
Yeah,
to like get it
like
in there.
if he was doing inhumanely, he has buzz saws that literally cut him in half and shit.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
It's not like they're just euthanizing him. Like we're bleeding him dry.
Yeah, I'm.
Also, there is two like collection vats here of
Yeah,
like
that's where we're throwing it in. I don't know why Shimura keeps asking for bottles.
so we can carry it.
We have 2 vats.
You want to carry 2 vats?
We have a teleportation thing, like in the other room, to bring us right back to the town. We just have to, catch it.
Hmm.
I feel weak. I suppose this is goodbye. This was an interesting life that I lived. Time for the next.
I wish you the best of journeys in your next life and hope that we can possibly communicate again in friendship, not as enemies.
The room is growing darker. You slowly see these two vats filling with a sloshing dark liquid. It is becoming dark.
Alpheus mutters a prayer.
Remember us
Right. Who wants to give me a perception and religion check?
Both?
Oh,
Guidance for Alphys is it just one person?
Just one person.
Okay.
You can guide Shimray if you were going to.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if you wanted to do it after the roll, but yeah.
those are pretty good rolls.
Shimray, you begin to see a shadow forming above the tank that nobody else seems to notice because it's quite faint. It forms into a ghastly creature. Only one creature that has ever been described with all these terms that it has used, it's now starting to finally click into place. The visage you see, and I will be sending this to you personally.
Oh, I have a bad feeling about this.
It's time to die.
What a way to go.
It's just
It
seriously.
is in that shape.
Oh. Oh.
There is only one name for it.
So glad Sol knows about this because I'm pretty sure I would have gotten the picture and I'd just be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Can I roll an insight check on Shimray?
I don't know what it is.
No. No, I don't know. I have like 3 things thinking that it could possibly be. Please don't let it be any of them.
Oh, God, save us.
You definitely feel your blood just kind of turn to ice at seeing this visage as it kind of seeps through the walls and slowly disappears. The image forever burned into your mind now as you realize what evil you have just unleashed onto the world again.
Would Shimray know if that's what he's going to turn into?
Yep, that's his next form.
Oh, God.
There is one other name that he did not mention that is also called, and this is not like D&D canon, but something I personally altered. It is also known as the Shapeshifter.
Can I roll an insight check on Shimray?
I think I don't know, Shimray, would the shock be very apparent on your face?
When she notices smoke rising from it, she'll blink and start looking up, and then when she sees what it is, she'll probably go a little wide-eyed. So, by all means.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll. Shimray? What did you see?
A Tarask. He's a Tarask.
As soon as you all hear the name, you finally know what it was. The Tarask is known as the World Eater, the God Slayer. It's also known as the Shapeshifter.
How was he able to do this?
Ozzy kind of staggers onto the ground.
If he was birthed, then perhaps we can kill him in his cradle. But we need to be quick.
We don't even know where he is. But we may be able to get to someone who does. We are trying to find the god of prophecy. Better to ask where something is than someone who, during the day, can see everything and can give us some hint as to where this Trask is.
We need to
I,
find our enemies.
I need a second.
Yep, take it down. Here I was thinking it was an actual fucking god or deity. Jesus fuck.
I mean, I don't know what he's made to the Tarask.
I mean, I kind of gave like very subtle hints, like Mr. Stompy, Mr. Chompy.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Man, I'm not that smart.
To be fair, that is the other thing that does the same sort of thing as a Aboleth. Tarask don't die. At least not in games earlier than 3.5 that I know of. So glad that my character doesn't see themselves as a hero, because like I'm gonna see the Tarask.
We're all going to die. We're all going to die. Wait a minute, we have Banish. We can fucking banish him to some demi-plane.
For a minute. If it's not from here.
I mean, it depends. Is the material plane the home of the Tarask? And what's its charisma save?
Shit, didn't think of that.
If the Tarask fails a saving throw, it has legendary resistances, guys.
Yes, but you have more than 3 spell slots, I
Knock that shit
imagine.
down.
I can only cast Banishment once at this level.
But we
We're
have
not
other
fighting a
spells
Tarask
that
at this
cannot-
level. We can't
that
fight a
can waste
Tarask.
legendary resistances.
I'm
It's
just-
not like it's full grown.
Let the gods kill it instead. Like, why do we have to
It's
fight?
a god killer. We're boned. We're fucked. We're up shit creek, and nobody thought of bringing a fucking canoe.
Hello, Josh.
Welcome back.
Me and Atlas had a nice chat. I finally explained. I never told him, by the way, how the Tarask worked in my world.
Oh god.
Wait, so Atlas is just now realizing that you brought a custom Tarask into the world?
Mm-hmm. I wanted it to be a surprise for everyone involved.
I mean, to be fair, we didn't really have a method to fix it, so
I would know.
at least we know that it exists now, because if we had waited until this place shut down, we wouldn't have known this.
Just so you know, you don't have to worry about it right away. It's a thing for much later on. It has to rebirth itself, so you don't have to panic just yet.
I mean,
So we can get this cradle. Perfect.
I mean,
It's basically a threat after you guys face the demons and devils.
this sounds like a problem for Evil Party, and then we just like, time to go find our own demiplane to hide in.
I mean, technically, me and LSA are covered right now. We can banish ourselves for a minute. After that, Tarask would run the fuck up. Actually, no, that's right. LSA would just go home, probably. Meanwhile, Altius would just be like in a demi-plane, come back, and the Tarask would be gone, and yeah. Well, he'd move on. Not he'll still be in this world, but yeah.
It's funny, I came up with this. There was a couple of different ways you could have avoided this, by the way, but, it was up to you guys, and you made the decision.
Yeah, maybe not killing it.
If only we had a wizard.
If only we had a wizard.
Yes.
Yeah, I really did not help. They didn't have a wizard who would be very familiar with these things.
If only we had a sorcerer.
I mean, even then, only a wizard can cast a specific spell that would really help transferring a soul into a catalyst.
But yeah, there was a couple of ways to avoid this. But no, you along with us. But yeah, I wouldn't worry about it right this minute because it's not something that's going to be a big deal for quite some time. But just know it's always there.
This sounds like a problem that the gods should deal with themselves. It's all like,
You know, the gods might be getting involved.
Mom.
Mom!
I
Mom,
swear,
no.
if they leave this to us, I'm just gonna be like, what?
Hey, here, have a nice sword. Bye.
Yeah, gods are assholes.
They just called Elzea's mom an asshole. How rude.
you.
It's true.
Oh my!
Should have raised her better.
She couldn't. That's just rude. She was dead.
She should have just not died.
Oh.
Ever thought about that?
Oh, you should have kept your penis. So. Never thought about that.
You never had one, so you have nothing to keep.
Oh my god. Blood gods.
I know we should be moving on, but I'm trying to let you guys recuperate.
I mean, my character was getting drunk in the corner of being catatonic, so maybe they didn't even hear the part about the Tarask.
So the blood's all in the two vats. It sloshes around and waits.
Well, we could all kill ourselves by drinking the blood. Out of character, obviously.
Let's all drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Zeus unpacked what?
Oh, I should mention you pissed off one character too.
Al, isn't it?
Huh?
It's Al, isn't it?
What? No, he didn't piss off Al.
It's Will or Leon, isn't it?
Is it the one I banished?
No, I'm talking about indirect. What you just did. You pissed off a certain character.
Why would we care about a dead wizard? He's dead.
It's probably one of the gods.
I told you to do this.
Wait, we probably should have asked him.
I like how we made the prophecy of that we were basically ruining the world for everyone involved, and now we like legitimately brought about like an end campaign ending thing. So I'm glad I'm just a fighter. So like, it's just dealing with the Terrace doesn't really involve
The way
much
I'm
input for me.
seeing it is that if it does happen, Flora can just take me to the Feywild.
Yeah, until it just waits until it dies and then just gets reborn there.
As something else? Question mark. Right, blood. Let's get it moving.
I don't know if I should hold one of the vats.
Oh,
Hell
maybe we
yeah.
should have tried to infect it with the thing that Mr. Wizardly had. Maybe that would have ended it.
Potions of change in there.
What? That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
What if we gave? What if we gave it a potion?
Yeah, what if we force feed the Tarask some water? Maybe that's what the water's for.
What if we take the Tarask and push it somewhere else?
Well, just find me somebody who's big enough to push a Tarask.
It was a hypothetical.
Yeah.
Another Tarask.
Into another Tarrasque.
Yeah, we just need to get a handle on the evil party. They know how to turn into Tarask.
Imagine how cool it'd be to have a Tarask v Tarask fight.
How great would it be that
Oh my God,
whoever
giant
wins,
CGI battle. Yeah.
whoever wins, just destroys the world anyway?
Or what if they kill each other?
What if they fuck? Sorry.
More Tarasks.
Oh no! They start a family.
Fuck.
Family, raise family, kill the family, eat the family.
Could you imagine Crusader Kings 2, but you're a family of Tarrasque?
Oh god.
Yeah, just mod that in.
Spyro Tarask edition.
That'd actually be cool. A D&D Crusader Kings 2.
Man, that'd be great.
It's like a one of the sitcoms, family sitcoms, but it's all a bunch of Tarasks. Jimmy's stepping on my toe. So what? You were the one who destroyed the last town. I was supposed to get this one. I swear to God,
Heads out there until you eat your dinner.
I would totally watch that. 100%.
Don't make me destroy the world again.
Mom, I don't want to get up and destroy the world. I want to see for another 10,000 years.
Oh, we need to make this a thing.
This is all canon, and we're all saying this in character.
Yeah, we've
Well,
all
because
lost our
Tarrasque.
minds.
Also, I will say that every time you guys have said Al, Alzea has looked at it.
I think it goes for Alpheus.
Both Alfie and Alzea look at the person who says Al.
Uh,
Y'all are talking to.
Hmm? Yeah, exactly.
my name is also starts with Cal, so it doesn't help me much either. Out of character. Everybody's just like, oh wow.
I've wanted to make what is it? You Can Call Me Al by Paul Simon. I wanted to make that joke earlier in the campaign, but now that there are effectively 3 Als, I can't.
Al, and Cal.
Then Vetus changes their name to Val.
That's not a bad name.
Timberologist. I mean, I already
No,
have
no,
a
no,
name
no,
set that.
He is Betty.
I'll murder you.
You could call me Al. I'll call you Betty. All right. How heavy are the vats? Like ballpark it.
I'm
Are
sorry.
the vats insulated at all?
Well, they are attached to the piping.
Is there a way Alizea could pick a vat up without having the blood inside freeze?
I don't know. Most aren't fish cold-blooded anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I don't believe it would freeze because it's magical, so just go along with that. However, you can make the glass more brittle, making it colder.
Uh, we should have gone for the silk.
It doesn't cover up your hands.
I know, but I could have made gloves with it too.
I looked up those magic blood freeze, and the first thing I got was something for Harry Potter, and I'm like, I don't think this applies.
We can make it apply.
Just apply the Harry Potter.
The vats are about like 100 pounds, by the way, each.
I can do that.
How do we calculate strength?
It's your base strength times 15.
Yeah, it's the score, not the modifier.
So I have 16 strength, so I can currently lift.
I can lift 225 pounds.
How much do you have on your body right now?
That is a good question.
These fats are almost heavier than I am.
How many can you lift?
255 pounds. I
Wait,
probably
what's
have
your strength?
17.
Jesus Christ, I have 16 strength.
The muscle clerics.
Muscle
So-
clerics.
My best guess is that Alpheus should be able to lift it, considering all he has is his non-magical spear, mace, and shield and chainmail on, because he would have left the rest in the cart.
The cart that we still, after we fixed the town, had to trek all the way back here to get.
Ooh.
No, Will was supposed to stay back.
But we were running away from the Death Knight.
Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot.
How do you forget that?
No, not. I didn't forget about that. I forgot about the fact that we left the card again,
Yeah.
and now we have to go back.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, we can just send Will and Leon again.
Alone? There's Death Knight around.
Well, he's not.
We don't know where he is.
That, and if we fix the town, there's no real point in staying there. We
Yeah,
can
that
just
too.
go up and then leave.
Unless Alpheus really wants to get his bones rattled.
Oh.
Rattle me bones!
I volunteer to be one of the ones who picks up the vat, and before I go into the portal, I can just transform and just fly out. So the vat isn't broken when I land.
Alpheus will probably want to be one of the first to go out too, so that he has a chance of catching and the other vat that may fall out. Well, that will fall out.
May want Shimmer's help with that.
Okay, then who's going to be the one to lift it? I'm pretty sure V is in strength and Sapphire don't have the
I
strength.
only have 12 strength.
Me too. We're the Dex guys.
Oh,
Exactly.
I have dexterity.
Yeah.
Alright, so Alizé goes first, followed by Alpheus. Shimray brings the other one, and then throws it through between Alpheus and Alizé. We should be able to catch it, make sure that it doesn't crash, get it out of the way, then the rest of you follow through. We'll be able to send you guys a message to come through the portal once we're clear.
I wish I knew the spell levitate.
If only I was a water genasi. Or air genasi, not water. Fuck. I'd be able to do it once.
If only we had a sorcerer.
Okay, it sounds like we have a plan.
Yes.
Is someone like drags the catatonic V along?
Were you leaving anyone behind, or are you bringing everyone with you?
Everyone is coming.
Because I can't leave any other way, so I imagine we're taking them all.
And as we leave, Elphys will probably say goodbye to Al before popping out.
Goodbye. And he shuts down as you guys leave. And the lights in the lab dim a bit more.
So at what point is Al gonna start becoming like GLaDOS? He's gonna start making puzzles for us every time we go in.
Here, use this portal gun.
Here, have a portal gun.
The Trask was the truth.
Al, how did you make this portal gun? I have 2 weeks left of life.
And we're gonna have some fun.
God. Anyways, we pull the same levers as before, right? And then press the button.
Good.
Alizea transforms and holds a vat in her hands. And she flies into the portal.
I, I love Soul how you're playing with this to put all this blood in bottle. you, you would have each been carrying like 100 bottles in your hand.
We could just daisy chain it.
Oops, I dropped one. Oops, dropped another.
Oh no, the floors are stained with blood.
Elphys will just jump through and then look up and prepare.
Imagine if we just drop all the blood and we just unleash
Imagine, yeah, we get to the
for
skeleton
nothing.
village and we just like touch down on the bottles like we're football players.
No, Alizea lightly flies down, back in her angel form.
Fruit punch Gatorade for you. Fruit punch Gatorade for you. Fruit punch Gatorade for you.
Oh no.
Alpheus will be like, clear out, back up, back up. We got stuff coming in. We got stuff coming in.
Calm, calm. Salvation is here.
He's just gonna look up to about where he thinks the the vet is gonna come out, and he's like, "This is gonna suck."
Oh god, we're surrounded!
We got you now. We were just bandits all along.
No!
Turn undead.
Undead band.
Shimmery fireball them.
I'd die.
Yeah, well, that's your fault.
Through the other vet.
Welcome back.
Alright, are we all safe? Is everything secure?
Sure. I'd rather move along the story than do a bunch of other stuff.
Juggling as they come through a portal. Yeah, sure.
So since I assume... Oh, Shimmery finally gets to actually see Alazan in her form.
She's been very annoyed with that, so that's my
Oh
excuse.
my god, no. Do not.
I'm delaying because Shimray will have a lot to say once the time comes. So.
Alazea casts Thaumaturgy to amplify her voice. Every skeleton that can hear me, pass on the word. Everyone bring mugs and any type of cup you can.
Shouting at a bunch of people who are already standing around.
Yes.
A couple of them make the motion to clear out their ear that's non-existent.
It's not that loud.
Thaumaturgy.
Just triple the audio.
It's like Dumbledore when he puts a wand to his neck.
A bunch of them grab like bowls, mugs, cups, tankards, all kinds of things to drink out of.
Also, it's a soft voice. I'm not shouting.
They want you to shout and not use thaumaturgy.
I'm still right next to you. Just that too.
Alright, make a line. It's a line of skeletons.
Remember, everybody gets one.
Oh
Let's
god.
have one try it first.
Yeah, we should test it on the guy that wants to die. Out of character, obviously.
That's true. Where's that older gentleman that jumped into the volcano?
Here!
Oh, good. Once the rest have lined up, we'll allow you to have the first taste.
I assume the little girl that gave Alazea the little toy is around there too.
Well, they all formed a line, because he asked.
Neat.
We give the old man the first taste.
He takes a sip. He begins to cough.
Well,
It tastes awful. And you slowly begin to quite creepily see flesh beginning to spread bones.
oh god, put some pants on!
Soon enough, a very kind of spry old man stands before you. He's hunched over, back, and yes, he is naked.
Alazea begins to clap.
Yay!
I assume the crowd cheers too.
They're all clapping. It sounds like a xylophone.
It's just consistent.
The older ones are lower.
And now he will run off. I can die!
Oh no! No!
This naked old man is running out to kill himself.
Does he have a long beard? Because I want to know if he trips on it.
No.
That's how he dies, tripping on his facial hair. I hope he at least digs a hole for himself. Oh god.
Perhaps you at the back at the end of the line could go and get everybody some clothes, so we don't have to see everybody naked potentially.
Oh god.
Hey, nat 100, nice.
Someone comes back to life with passion.
The little girl, she gets older when she comes.
Oh no!
Please no. Not while also naked.
No, never mind. Someone go get towels or blankets or something.
Yeah, they all start reforming these guys in particular in this group. Hold on. These people in this group, I just don't have tokens for them right now. Yeah, they've returned to normal. The guys on the right step aside as the rest started drinking, and you notice that they've been standing very still for the past, however long it takes for the rest of them to drink. Like, steadily still. And it's one of them is even that little girl that Elizea liked so much.
No! No!
Medicine check to see if they're. I don't even know if I can make a medicine.
A medicine check on his skills. Yep,
I'm-
he did.
Sense.
There's nothing from them. They're standing very still and stoic.
Are they responding when we talk to them?
No.
Insight check? I don't know.
They're dying! Again!
Screw it, I'll try it. Lesser restoration on the little girl. See if that helps.
Okay. The force of your magic nudges the skeleton, and it crumbles into a pile of bone.
What did you do? That was actually me saying that.
Alfie seeing that turns and just walks off.
See Alizea standing behind you, her eyes welling up with tears and her hands on her face.
If Shimmer casts Divine Sense, does she notice if they're still undead?
Nope.
Just skeletons now.
They're just dead.
Mm-hmm. The blood has a 10% chance of failing, and instead causing instantaneous death.
Would this work on Steven?
Huh?
I don't think it'd work on Steven.
I mean, we have to try. I don't think Josh is gonna say yes or no.
On Steven is what I was saying, Josh.
I don't know. Will it?
See, I told you.
He's undead, so I by
We
that.
gotta try it though. Once we go back, we're gonna shovel some blood into
How
his
about we
mouth.
offer him? How about we offer it to him?
Yeah.
We'll give him as much information as he gave Shimmer that one time. It could fix you.
I don't want to talk about it.
No, I'm just yeah. Obviously, give him a choice, but
How is Alpheus holding up?
Oh, he most likely walked off, went into the church, and is sitting in a pew, just solemn and praying for peace for the little girl and the two others.
Do you have divine intervention, or is that not until later?
yeah, it's a level 10
That's like
thing.
10th level, I think.
Even that.
Well, there is somebody who could potentially warp the situation. You know him very well.
Please no.
All you do have to do is ask.
Alpheus probably wouldn't. He would just pray to Hades to take them to Elysium and to just the gods in general. That actually to probably to Zeus to say that he is sorry that he failed in this.
You have all of you have inspiration, including Leon and Will.
Just add that to the pile of rerolls I already get.
You see those who are still alive huddle together. They seem to be whispering to each other. They look at the three that are just stoic, standing there, doing nothing, and the crumbled bones of the little girl. They nod sadly.
Isaiah weeps.
One of the townsfolk, who looks more official looking, where he comes up with some bravado and he's covered himself with like a robe. I know it is not much, but I do have a gift for all of you. You have finally cured us of our ailment, and we thank you. It is unfortunate that my daughter did not make it, but we expected some losses. See him blink a tear away. He presents a long pole arm. This has been passed down for many generations by my people. We used to be a part of the Prorine Expanse, but we decided to break ties with them and settle ridge long ago. This weapon has been passed down, and we wish for you to accept it and use it as you see fit. The pole arm is a halberd.
Who is he offering it to?
Just in general, looking at all
Isaiah just a weeping angel on the ground. At this point, it just stopped.
Shimmer will probably step forward and grab.
He bows a little bit as you accept it. It is a very powerful weapon. It has been passed down, and it has been left unused for many years. He bows again and attempts to move past Shumri and Sapphire. And he walks up to Alethea. My lady. And he goes to kowtow down all the way to the floor. Please, you do not have to weep. My daughter was given much happiness when you came here. She always wanted to see an angel. And you fulfilled a dream of hers. And that I thank you for.
Her tears go from sad to almost happy as she puts a hand on his shoulder and nods. What was her name?
Olivia.
Olivia will forever live on in my heart.
He nods.
She reminded me of my daughter.
He looks a bit surprised as he was starting to turn to go join his people. Oh. Well, it is good to know that even angels can be parents too.
She nods with a smile and stands back up. Just grasping onto the little doll that looks like her that she made.
He looks sadly at it, but he'll nod again and bow.
She bows back.
It is still at this point around like a couple hours after dawn. So you guys have the whole day. If you wish to rest or continue on your journey, that is up to you.
I mean, we do have a god to take care of.
We do have a lot on our plate.
Go run, grab the cart, and then make our way.
Probably. I think we should all go to the car just in case, don't want to split the party, might get ambushed. Again. Well, we're really ambushed. Considering we had a full conversation before,
Oh, one thing that's also true is that a smaller party has a better chance of stealthing their way.
Stealth in this party. How cute.
Just me and the rogue go to stealth.
Cling, 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 cling.
Shimmer is proficient in stealth.
Yeah,
But doesn't-
dirty drow.
Never mind.
Hmm?
No, I forgot. I thought, doesn't she have heavy armor?
She is, the armor is only activated when she activates.
Oh, I see.
Who's driving off into the distance?
Like, what?
Yeah.
Actually, no,
Right, sir.
Man, I think we should all go together.
Let's go catch a god.
I'm sorry, what are you guys doing next? I was looking at something.
I believe we were all going up to get the cart.
Okay. It would take you only about 4 hours to get the cart and go back, because there is a bridge at the village.
Oh yeah, now that we're outside, is my Grim Reaper back?
Yep,
Oh,
everything's back to normal.
even the stain, or is that still there? Take that as a maybe.
And I don't have any more random encounters planned for you guys, so if you just want to skip to the Hagon Path, we can. I'd rather start moving on with the story and getting back to your kingdom stuff than stick around here much longer.
Plot.
Sounds fine with
Yeah,
me.
it's time to kill Apollo.
You do that, and I will smite thee with the rages that you will never know.
Unless you want to
Yeah.
go, unless you want to see the point of interest.
Yeah, we go into like the Underdark. Because I think that's where the tongue of the slave went.
Mm-hmm.
I say we go to Hagon Pass strictly and not detour through the cave systems. Unless Alpheus wants to, go on a second detour.
After that, Alpheus wants to just get to Apollo.
Fair enough. Oh god.
Guys, I don't have dark vision. What's going on?
Man, I'm just trying to get your tokens in here.
Yeah, take it
Yeah,
down.
what part of the map are we going in on?
You'll see in a second.
Then we never see anything ever again. Oh god, I'm tiny.
You find your way back through to the Hagon path. You find the same small river that leads from the deeper inner workings of the cave and tunnel system. You follow it up until you reach the same familiar area except for Sapphire Shore. Um, Sapphire Shore, you feel a little uncomfortable being away from the open sky, and this kind of area just kind of seems to close in on you. Very claustrophobic. You guys are traveling along a cliff area, cliff wall here, leading into the Hagon Path. You do recognize some of the area around you for those who have been here before, but it's hard to recall too much, and you can't really see too well over the cliff face.
Oh, Josh,
Hmm?
do you want me to send me the stuff for the halberd?
Oh, you haven't identified it.
Oh yeah, I'm not good at that.
Just attempt to attune to it, and then swing it around in combat. You'll figure out what it does eventually.
It's not an attuning weapon, but it might be magical.
It's just a normal halberd that
I
they thought
mean,
was useful.
it'll
It's
be
a,
more useful than copper.
It's
it's the
true.
god killer.
Yes, the god killer halberd. If only.
It's actually the Dawn Ringer itself.
Man, I'd be mad if it was finesse more so than any of those things.
It's a halberd. I don't think halberds can be considered finesse.
But
I mean,
that's what's magical about it.
Shimri will use it in lieu of the copper one in the meantime, regardless.
Well, you guys have many options to you. It's up to you where you want to go. You are here to find supposedly Apollo, but as to where he is, you have no idea.
This sounds like a problem that we should have the clerics deal with.
When they got closer, Alpheus probably would have prayed to find out if there was anywhere specific or in which direction in the past he would be.
Give me religion.
Guidance.
That direction.
Understood. He'll relay that to the rest of the party.
I definitely feel a divine presence, but it is not as strong as a god.
Would it be more like what he got from Fen and Alizea?
Yeah, it'd be more similar to them.
I do have a spell that can help locate creatures.
Well, he was sent here by his father in a weakened It wouldn't surprise me if it was similar to Fenrir. We should probably investigate.
Lead on.
I'm so glad that you could all join me.
Please no.
It's been so long. So long. You hear that voice echoing through the cave. It's a shame, really. Whatever happened to dear Fenrir? I miss him. But I don't see him amongst you. It's really a shame, because you would think that of all times you would be trying to complete the little deal we made. It seems, however, that he is not completing the end of his argument, or excuse me, his deal. You see Sivas sitting atop of one of the cliffs with a floating table that he seems to be leaning on, his face implanted into his fist, looking mildly bored.
Alizea looks at Shimray confused. Deal?
Oh, good.
Another time, Alizea. What are you doing here?
What? Good friends can't visit other good friends every once in a while? Gives you a disturbing smile.
I wouldn't call our relationship friendly. Perhaps professional is more akin to it, but you tend to
Oh,
surprise me whenever you show up.
you want the full picture that I commissioned for Thivas?
Oh, you
By all
commissioned
means,
that? I thought you found that.
It's real good.
That looks very cool.
I'm sorry, Shimmer. What were you saying? I was trying to look for his picture while you were talking.
oh, nice job. But just that she doesn't view their relationship as being friendly, but more professional. But he's still surprises her whenever he shows up.
He mocks, he sings that he's being hurt. Oh, but that's so sad. I always thought we were good friends. Especially after I finally got one of you to make a little deal. I heard that you have done something, you know? And he wags his finger. Something that, quite frankly, I don't approve of.
Oh.
Oh.
You know, if you were trying to make it harder on me to reclaim my throne, you've done it. It's almost like you're trying to undermine me and my legitimate claim.
I have nothing to undermine by. Sorry. I have nothing to gain by undermining you.
Of course you don't. You wouldn't do that to some friend, would you?
Friend is a strong word for a drow.
As you all tend to remind me. No matter. It is of no great import, because that is not why I am here. No, I am here for other reasons. I am going to help you. He gives a big grin of his again.
Oh, are you?
Oh, yes, I will help you. I will help all of you. You see, I have come up with a new plan. Instead of forcing all of you into my service, I think I'm going to try something much, much better. I think that if I were to help you, so to say, then at some point you will help me back if I ever ask it, because we are such dear friends.
Depends on what you're willing to help us with.
Information, my dear. Information. I know how much you drow love your information.
Forgive me, but I'm much more forward than my sister.
See one of his eyes twitch. He looks towards Alizea. Oh my. I haven't seen you for quite some time, Alizea. How is your mother doing?
You see her eye twitch, and she looks away.
Aw, she doesn't like me very much.
She just stays silent.
But yes, I am offering my help, and all I ask is that you accept it, and then, I may call upon a favor here and there. Just friends. There's no contract, there's no deal involved, but it is of obligation.
Azale looks at Shimray.
Shimura looks very enigmatic at the moment.
She just looks at you. She doesn't know what to say. She wants to shake her head, and I think you can tell, but she just looks at you.
How can we help when we don't know what we will be aiding with in the future? Short of you obtaining your rightful place on the throne as emperor, but
Oh, it wouldn't be something as extreme as that. No, no. I just need some favors later on. As I said, you have no obligation to complete them, but with your sense of duty and honor, whatever it is that you adventurers have these days, we'll be able to turn your back on a frail old man. Says, kind of holding up his hair, his gray hair.
personally I think the color suits you. She'll say, hold it, running a finger through her hair.
He smiles.
How would you help us?
As I said, I have information. In fact, I have information about these very paths that you've been taking. There's been some new contenders moving in since you've been here last.
The Durgar and Drow. We did
Oh,
see.
no. They are far too weak for that, no. Far more dangerous creatures are starting to lurk about. Far more dangerous. Whoa. Are you willing to accept my help in exchange for some from you later on? As I said, you have no obligation to do so. You can take my help and just completely ignore me later on if you so choose. It's up to you. And your friends if you need time to think.
I have no mouth, but I must scream.
She'll pretty much go put her shoulder into Alizea's shoulder, and we can go in blind or with an idea of what to see.
She tries to turn us both around so he can't read our lips.
He now, as you guys are speaking amongst yourselves, anyways, he has these strange-looking toys on the table that he has floating there. He just seems to be idly playing around with them.
What do they look like?
Like the Jack and Balls thing.
Ah,
Oh, those things.
It's unfamiliar to your creature, your characters, but it's that.
He's expecting something from us,
I want to go home.
but we don't have to meet expectations. But also, the information he gives us could be false.
And if he gives us false information, then what does that? Then by what right do we have to be honest with him in the future?
You have a point.
If he does us wrong now, then all he does is lose our grace. More than anything may have been gone from now. He gains nothing by lying to us, except for joy, perhaps. But that could be all he wants.
Alpheus will cover his mouth so that even if he looked up, he can't read his lips. And he'll just say, "He must be desperate if he's coming to us again, and not just one at a time."
You also need to fill me in as about this deal that Fenrir made.
We don't know. He never told us. Or at least he never told me.
She lets out a sigh. I don't trust him. I never do.
As
He-
you should.
One of the reasons my mother's dead.
How
We
did...
can.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry, go on.
No. I can wait on this.
We will survive and endure, whether we accept it or not. One just makes it less painful. Possibly. We don't even know.
Out of character. Since there are two paths in the direction that Apollo is supposed to be in, can Alpheus tell which way to go?
No,
Okay,
it's just a generalization of where they go.
gotcha.
I'll leave this up to you. She looks at Shimmery.
She'll look at Alpheus.
I don't trust him one bit. Feel free to make any deal you want, but I will not be a part of it.
She'll look back to V and see her current state, I imagine. She'll step back. I have made my choice.
He stops filing his nails. Oh, that's good.
Your offer is gracious and generous, but we do not plan on tarrying here long. I do not believe we will need it. Thank you.
Suit yourself. I just hope Fenyo recover. He gets up.
She will go wide-eyed.
You hear the footsteps walk away before they stop, and you're left just with the silence other than the waterfall next.
Let's be quick. Fenrir must be in danger.
He's to the east or the southeast. It was in that direction from the mouth of the cave.
There's a direction here.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have to climb to it?
Yes.
From where I was, it was going in this direction, in this general area.
Shimmery will not hesitate. She'll start climbing.
Give me a perception check. Okay. You don't really hear much other than the movement of yourself trying to climb. I need an athletics check from you then, if you're gonna climb.
Oh, God.
You kind of just start sliding down halfway through.
She's sort of panicked because of Fen.
Guess it's my turn. 16 enough?
Yep. You're in light armor, so it's easier.
Yeah, and then V from the top will throw down his rope.
Before Shimmery starts to climb, Alzea taps her shoulder and mutters a few words, and casts Death Ward.
Can you flash the spell?
She's protected from death.
Okay. You can make another athletics with advantage now due to the rope.
Uh,
Still not enough.
I like how I rolled it with a 4 and you're rolling with an 8 and you keep failing.
she's having a rough day because of literally what was just said.
Yeah.
She'd almost be panicking.
V's indulging in his alcoholism, so you know.
Alpheus will make an attempt after Alzea gets up.
Say get up.
V, I'm helping.
Would anybody like to give perception check as you reach the top?
I guess I'll give one.
stealth, yo, so you can make it.
My-
V, from around the corner, you can hear the sounds of scraping metal and quite loudly.
V will relay the sounds to everybody else.
Sapphire, you can use your acrobatics.
Let's go.
Morpheus will use
Oh,
sword.
That
very good.
His sword.
would be 6 plus 5, so only 11? No, it does not work. Actually, no, that would only be 10. No, it's 11.
Alzel would also reach down to try and help Shimray.
Yeah, anyways, I was taking your first rolls and just adding your bonus from the acrobatic.
All right. This is what he should do. He just grab hold of the rope, and together we'll pull you up.
Can I just wait down here?
No.
I'll watch the exit.
Learn how to climb, you stinking cat.
There we go.
There you go. Now you get up there with a net.
Yay.
Yeah, Alzel would reach down and try and help Shimray. There you go.
Took you long enough.
I was about to say that. I say that in character.
This is weird.
Stupid drown.
No time for insults.
There's always time for insults.
I think someone cast grease on that hill right there.
Good excuse. I don't believe in magic.
If you're gonna move any further, I need stealth checks.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Wait, what about Will and Leon?
We would have sent them to Hagon. Not that I know how long we're going to be in here, but that was the plan originally anyway.
Yeah.
Clank, 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 clank.
She's not even in her armor.
Okay, not clank, clank, clank. Not Civis. This is not no.
Civis the Iron Cobra.
Oh,
10. Oh, wait. I'm not going to do guidance. It's too late.
6. Oh no.
To the snake pit.
Not again!
Do you guys want to save this combat for next time? Because it's going to be a long.
I would politely ask yes, because I'm going to be going to bed soon.
Okay.
I would also like to ask yes.
Before we end off, I did want to say something before, but I didn't want to interrupt the plot. I did, like, that same night in which the girl died, I did want to send a message
Oh.
to my 25-year-old daughter in Sapphire's Edge.
Aw.
This is the message. My dear Anastasia, it's been a while since we've spoken. I hope you are well and hope that you know that I miss you.
Anastasia.
What's the name of that movie?
I hope that now that your daughter's an adult, she doesn't spend all her time talking about her mother like you do.
Wow. She probably sounds like
Okay.
her mom is a god or something.
Yeah, we'll save combat for next time. It's gonna be a long one because there's a lot of snakes here.
All right,
Man,
You
I got 4 rerolls for this combat. That's gonna be fun.
Josh, you can let me know the response later if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna go eat something. I'm hungry.
Oh no,
Alright.
it's advan. You can use inspiration for advantage. Oh god.
Thanks for the time, guys. I'm gonna head to bed.
Uh,
Night.
Good night.
Who's gonna
Good
cap off the video? Oh, it should be me. Ah!